The road to 10K. I feel like a lot of people overcomplicate, trying to save 10K. So most people, if you haven't hit 1K yet, then you should probably focus on that first. Or if you want to shoot straight from 10K, then go for it. But I feel like if you do so, then you'll kind of make yourself less motivated to continue, which is why I'm saying, the road to 10K if you already hit 1,000 already. But okay. Anyways, the principles here will still hold for people who are trying to get to 1,000. Anyways, number one, stop spending money on stupid bullshit. If you minimize your spending and, like, let's say you make 500 a week, keep the numbers flat, you make 500 a week, you should not be spending 300 or 400 fucking dollars. You know what I'm saying? Do it differently, right? That's what you want to do. You get paid. Let's say you get paid on Friday, Monday, whenever the fuck. It doesn't matter. You get paid. Set savings first, and if you can invest first. If you can, you're not old enough yet, then whoop de do. Well, not really actually, because now you can invest on Cash App, but that's for another day though, right? Anyways, save first, spend after. Save if you have bills, pay your bills, and then spend. That's the order it should be. And I don't know if people do everything in reverse. They spend and then pay their bills and then they save. Like, it shouldn't be like that. You feel me? What you want to do is this, right? If you have, I don't know, Bank of America, which is another topic I want to get into. If you have Bank of America, whatever bank, it doesn't matter what bank, they have these things in the settings where they're called weekly recurring transactions. You can set up this thing where every week on the day you get paid, you can set up a recurring transfer where it takes out a certain amount that day from the bank account that you choose and sets it into wherever you want it to go. For example, me, I have a set amount every Monday. I get paid on Mondays, right? I have a set amount every week that takes out X amount or however much I want it to be on Monday, and it goes straight into my savings, which is what I do. It goes from one bank to another bank. For example, where I'm from, there's a bank called Chelsea Groton Bank, and it sets a certain amount and it sends it to my Ally Bank, which is a high yield savings account. Another thing, high yield savings account. Do not put your money in some regular ass traditional bank. Don't be putting no, if it's not earning 3% more, you're not doing yourself a favor. That's what I'm trying to get at. You feel me? So if I was you, look into high yield savings accounts, an account that pays you high interest on the money that you have put into the account. Okay, most banks like Bank of America, Chase, they pay you 0.05, which is pennies on pennies. Even if you had 10 bands in there, you wouldn't be seeing nothing out there. They'd probably be paying you maybe $1, compared to if you had 10 bands in a high yield savings account that pays you like 3% or higher. You'd be seeing like $30 a month. That's free $30 that you ain't got to do nothing just because your money's sitting with them. You know what I'm saying? So if I was you, you know, I'd look into Ally, look into Wealthfront. Wealthfront is pretty good too. Me, I don't hear much people talk about this, but I like it. There's another one called Betterment. You could also invest on that too. And there's American Express. That's another good one, and that's a really 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 good company. They're more known for credit cards. Honestly, I didn't even know they had high yield savings accounts until 2 months ago when I opened one with them too. I've been using Ally for the last 4 years now. But yeah, I opened one of American Express. And there's another one that I heard of, but I don't know much about this one, so don't quote me on this. There's one called Bread Savings. But yeah, first step is limit your spending. If you're making 500, don't spend 50%. Goes like this. You set your recurring transfers. Look into that. Like, no, when this video is done playing, look into recurring transfers. Go into your settings. It's usually you go into your settings and then you manage transfers. However you get to transfers, you press on transfers, and it usually asks you when you're making a transfer. It says make a transfer. It says recurring transfer, or it says transfer frequency or transfer amount, and you can set it on the day you want, the account you want the money coming from, and the money where you want the money to go. So it's just account to account from checkings and savings. That's easy as hell. You don't gotta connect external banks or nothing. It goes every Monday or whatever day you want it to be. It goes straight into that account. Now, the second step to saving your 10K is make sure your bills aren't eating you alive too. Like, if you are making $500 a week, why do you have a car payment of $500? You know what I'm saying? You're trying to flex, bro, but at the end of the day, you're just hurting yourself and you don't even realize it. You want to be driving these a Benz, a Beamer, whatever it is, just for you to be living a lifestyle of a freaking a hoopty. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't making bread, you should not be living lavish. Is what I'm trying to get. Like there's time and a place for that if you do everything properly. You know what I mean? So get your money and your financials straight before you can be doing stupid shit like that. Stop trying to impress people. Impress your future you. Worry about future you and worry about becoming a better person every day, bro. Your financials, when they're set in place, you'll be less stressed. Okay. So that 10,000 usually is a long process. If you want to do it, the easiest way is, okay, have a fixed goal. Like, when do I want to hit 10K by? So let's say you want to hit 10K in a year. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not saying it's impossible, but you gotta make more money realistically. But if you don't have a set goal or set time to hit 10K, then if you have this recurring transfer going on and on and on, let's say you start making more money and then you change that recurring transfer amount and you increase it, you'll be there in no time. I promise you that for a fact. Like, if that's all you're doing and you're just pouring all your money in that, I promise you, you'll be there in no time. Like, let's say you really don't have a lot of bills, and I don't know, maybe your bills is your phone bill only, and you're paying that $50-$60 a month out of the $500 per week you're making, which is 2,000, bro. You could easily make save 10K if you're moving right, of course. But yeah, 10K is not hard, but do not make the mistake of putting it into a regular account. You're gonna put that into a savings account, a high yield savings account, or HYSA might be what it's abbreviated as. Put that in a high yield savings account, put it in there, and every month it's gonna pay you a high amount. That's free money that's just compounding. Look into those high yield savings account. Me, I'm not gonna really break down what it is, but look into that on other financial YouTube's channels. Last step I would recommend to hit 10K is, if you have any extra money, put it in there, and this is a 2-for-1. And if you have another job, put money from there too. If you have another job, a side hustle, anything, put more money. If you can put more money, let's say there's a week, I don't know, you picked up overtime or something and you have more money, instead of go blowing that extra $200 on that $500 week, bro, stuff it in there. Stuff that shit the fuck in there. Don't be like, okay, I got a little bit extra money, I'm about to go get me these new shoes. Man, fuck them shoes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay down before you come up for a little while. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? So look into a high yield savings account. Minimize your spending. Set recurring transfers, bro. It is so much easier, because you're probably gonna be like, I want to save manually and I want to be, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna forget. I promise you, out of the 52 weeks in a year, you're not gonna be consistent. Like, I don't have to know you to know that you're not going to be consistent. You might forget. You might have a busy week and completely forget to do so. That's why if you have these recurring transfers done, you don't got to think about it. It's done for you. Like, I had my recurring transfers. Some of them, I had them for the last 5 years. All I've been doing is adding on. I added them and make them take out more money every week. You know what I'm saying? I do the same thing for my investing, which is a whole nother video, right? Do the same thing for my investing. Everything for me, I automate it. I literally automate. I tell it what I wanted to invest in, what day I wanted to invest in, and what amount. I don't even got to think about it. Like, I have so many recurring transfers right now. I've been having them just going on and on and on and on and on. That's literally the easiest way. It's really that simple. Obviously, you got to know what to invest in, but just having it being done for you, it's easy as hell. Road to 10K is not complicated. Don't overcomplicate it. If you don't spend OD and you limit your bills, you're not trying to live a life that you can't afford. I promise you, it is not that hard. 10K is pretty easy. You put that in a high yield savings account and you chilling. And from there, if you want, if most likely 10K might not be necessary for your emergency fund, but you could just take some of that money and start investing with it. The road to 10K ain't bad. All you gotta do is lock in, stay consistent, stuff extra money in there, put in a high yield savings account, and the blueprint is right there, man. It's not that hard at all. You set a goal for whatever you want to do, how you gonna do that, do the math out, and for a fact, I promise you, you will make it there. Just be consistent, don't give up, even if the progress seems minimal. Progress is progress. Slow motion is better than no motion. Don't forget that.